All right.
I wonder if these keepers will accept my aid. They would be fools to deny my power.
So this is going to be some sort of like a fresh start. The stuff that I'm going to use from my stash is just going to be like a couple of crafting materials.
As he wishes to destroy us and steal Eterra's legacy. We can't let that happen. We need Herod's help.
And then maybe we could grab an idol as well to like speed things up when it comes to optimizing my resistances if I really am in a deep shape, let's say. So those two are like my cheats basically in this run. No items for me. Again. Well, at least we have our skeletons now. Let's try to get 2 archers. They are blasting. A little bit of early morning leveling, hoping that the loading screens are fine today. I do still find like the online version of last Epoch's loading screens quite long. Ah, there's a staff. I think we don't really need to hit anymore. The marrow shards. I'm gonna go into... The thing is, like, armor in my opinion at the start of the game is very huge. But I'm gonna go into here, take a little bit of risk, let's say. Yeah, normally I go like 6 into Bone Aura and like 8 into Forbidden Knowledge on my Warlock leveling. I think it's a little bit safer to go for the armor first. Okay. Let's go get some int. No Rune of Discovery shenanigans. Well, I am a little bit ashamed to admit, but I don't even know what Rune of Discovery does. I just never use it. Time will come. Check it out right now? No. Alright, I'll check it out in town.
Well done. We're almost there.
So my loot filter is showing us literally every single item up until level 8, okay? How's it going, Emu? Yeah, I'll check it out. I'll check it out in town. Good day to you, Emu. Welcome, bro. My rich friend.
Sounds like it's now. Speaking of, I must head there now. Feel free to look around. See you shortly.
Rune of Discovery adds a random tier 1 affixes to all empty tiers. I see. So you can just like put this item over there and then basically Rune of Discovery. and boom, it's just gonna give you like random 4 fixes. That's obviously pretty huge. Let's join the Merchants Guild. Let's check out some movement speed. There is no movement speed, unfortunately, guys. We can buy the intellect right over there at least. I can buy the spell damage relic. Why not? But yeah, we have been pretty unlucky with that one.
Grail was just what you could do this, and our alliance is secure.
It doesn't really consume forging potential, so you can even like use it with 2 LP flip crafting. I see. You mean like chaosing it, right? Yeah, for leveling it does sound pretty interesting actually, you're right. Wandering Spirits are here. And we are actually going to be using Wandering Spirits throughout the rest of the video. I'm going to be numlocking my Wandering Spirits. Let's get to safety and I'll explain. This thing actually hurts, by the way, the Marrow Shards. It's consuming my life to cast this thing. Hide boots, sure. Vitality and health. So, my E button is also assigned to numlock 3. And while numlock is activated, I hold down 3 and then I close numlock while holding down 3. And now it's going to be basically inputting Wandering Spirits button all the time in the game. So it's kind of like a auto cast. It's going to be casting its own cooldown. It's a neat trick that you can do for auto casting in this game. Alright, I'm going to be using Harvest instead of Tomorrow Shards, I think. The next spell that we're waiting for is Transplants, because we need some mobility on this character. Damage and Spirit's movement speed. We got reveal rate. I'm really curious how the reveal rate is going to be feeling. Reveal rate and cooldown reduction. Because I think like when it comes to Spirits, reveal rate is just absolutely insane. It's probably one of the better like scalers, let's say. I'm gonna put 1 armor. By the way, we're pretty strong right now. It's kind of interesting. Oh, they didn't finish off the other guy. Unfortunate. Sometimes the character doesn't auto-equip, and I don't really know why. We need the sash, guys. And the garb. One more armor. I get a little bit scared from how many potions I used earlier, so... Okay, cooldown reduction. We're gonna bounce between like reveal rate and cooldown reduction on the spirits. I want to see how it's going to be feeling instead of giving just damage increase to them. Ah, silver ring. That's movement speed for you. Let's put like movement speed on the boots just to make this tiny bit faster. Hungering Souls. I wonder if Hungering Souls would be better than my melee ability right now. We can try. It probably doesn't matter too much. Let's do some like movement speed here. Discovery on the silver rings is the best thing in the game. Hungering Souls doesn't really seem like it's AoEing much. That's what I like on the Harvest. Little bit of fire resistance would actually go a very long way here. If you like, you could actually skip this quest, by the way. You really don't have to do this, guys. You just don't talk to the guy and continue. It's just a bad habit of mine that, like, every single time I come here, I just start it. I guess you kind of end up like getting a couple of items from this bird, since it's like a mini boss, but that's alright. Ooh, we got ourselves a decent bout right over there. Very nice. And an amulet.
Should hold well, tell you what, let's get out of here first, and then I'll explain these beast dogs are hardly
less than 5 hours till the reviews? Yeah, apparently, right? Dragon's Dogma. The reviews are coming out today, apparently. But honestly, like, how much can you trust when it comes to, you know, big releases that like this, right? I do expect the game to be pretty good, though, just so you know. Okay, we have the Bone Curse, which is also another ability that we're going to be using throughout the entire thing. So, I want to put it on W, because I'm really used to that. How are we blasting right now like this? So strong. Very good. spirits are carrying, I suppose. The cooldown recovery to the spirits, and we had the cooldown recovery shrine, right? It is extremely big. Because I don't really have, like, downtime on it, basically. It's just always accompanied by the spirits. We can gravitage. Isn't that the one with elemental resistance? Yeah, so if we can find like a wand or a scepter, guys, I'm gonna swap to this so that we have a little bit of elemental resistance on it, okay? The implicit elemental resistance on the Taj is like just extremely good in the early game. Very easy way to like gain yourself some resistance there. No need for any commitment either. Ah, one unspent node. So Void Resistance is going to be pretty important very soon, and that's probably going to be like one of the few things that I'll start crafting, if I have to guess. Haha, this movement speed ring was maximum rolled. That's so lucky, actually.
Good. No.
Fizz Reds. I'll check the NPC one more time.
Impossible.
Terra's blessing. Prayers be with you.
It eludes me. It eludes me.
Alright, so we have a spell
It eludes me.
wand over there. Goodbye, that. And I don't think there's anything else, actually. Ah, there's a silver ring. Hold up.
Right.
Boom.
Impossible. It eludes me.
We could just easily put some ints. Right?
Impossible.
As I said, Void Res is going to be the most important thing in my opinion. And I'm going to be doing almost the same on the other side.
It eludes me. It eludes me.
I wish intelligence would actually show when you
Stay safe.
search just int on it. Sure, why it doesn't. You could of course do something along the lines of like weapon spell damage or necrotic damage in this case, because most of the stuff that we're going to be doing is going to be necrotic damage, but I think our damage is going to be fine regardless. So. Ah, lucky so far with the shrines. Crazy. One less level 2 transplants. Level 8 is also giving me the transplants haste. I'm gonna go grab the haste from transplants. Oh no, it is level 9. Okay. Oh, that's an 11%, sure. Cast speed I like. Let's get out of here. I'm gonna wait for level 9 to like put this guy in, because I want the transplant to be as like my secondary spell. Transplant is capable of like giving you haste for 3 seconds after using it, which is I think going to be giving us quite a bit of speed when it comes to leveling. So fresh Warlock, yes. Just doing some leveling to 150. We're going to be using almost the same stuff that I have used on the other guy. So, like Bone Curse, Transplant, Wandering Spirits, most likely Fissure when we become a Warlock, right? And, yeah, maybe Golem even, a little bit, right, to support. That'll be okay. I'll say so. Get the spirits going. Movement speed might be interesting too on the spirits, but it is weird that they're like completely random like that. If you stay close to your enemy, the spirit spawning close to you is kind of cool too. But if you're playing like a ranged character and if you're trying to like stay away from your enemy, then you want your spirits to be, you know, spreading out in and spawning that way too, yeah. Sure, so we're dropping some resistance again. I don't know if anybody else would agree, but like I do find this game's beginning the hardest. Up until like Empowered Corruption 300 or something, you know what I mean? Transplant right there, let's put that in. And he raises again. Annoying guy. Maybe Hungering Souls instead now. I am not gonna give up. You guys are gonna die. It's still the same guy that we were fighting, by the way, earlier. There we go. Bone Golem is definitely better than the skeletons, guys. 100%. Let's see how my single target is. This might take a while. I'm not really sure if we have a good single target.
But it's mine. Co-member wing.
Oh, reveal rate. Sure. Oh, not too bad, is it? The spirit's going at it right now. Interesting. Need to curse him again. Okay, honestly, the single target isn't too bad right now. That's fine. Some fire resistance. Okay, never mind.
I'm a little bit more rich. Let's head back to camp. I must retrain at once.
Impossible.
A terror's
It
blessing.
eludes me. It eludes me.
Instant stun.
Impossible.
Prayers be with you.
It eludes me. Impossible.
He's back. He's been
arena. I'm
It's
sorry,
sitting on like 24%.
This is what's best for us all. With the Epoch's power, I'll finally be able to.
It eludes me. It eludes me.
Necrotic resistance is like the only resistance that we do not need to find, at least right now.
How? Where? What just happened? This place is fascinating. Different, but somehow the same.
Look at some go. That's a good drop.
Death will not take me.
Terra watch over you.
Hello? Okay, that works. That is pretty unfortunate. I'm not really sure where we are actually going to be logging into. The crumbling ruins. Maybe the beginning? Yeah, it is the beginning once again.
How? Where? What just happened? This place is fascinating. Different, but somehow the same.
I'm just taking 1 point into that simply because, like, the Vortex extension later on is pretty good. Like, this node right over there, so I need to, like, unlock that.
Yes. Gods be with you.
Nicholas, run, you stupid.
By the way, my numlock macro, it didn't break even through the loading screen, like, login screen. Okay.
Gods be with you.
Maybe a shrine? This map didn't roll any shrines. We can do a cooldown this time around. We have 3 seconds of haste after transplanting, and then we'll be able to transplant once again, so... Little bit of life leech would go a long way right now, simply because transplant is spending my life as resource instead of mana.
What brings you here, Terra's Grace?
That guy is on fire, by the way. I don't know what's wrong with him. That's crazy. Let's open this chest. Yeah, this is a nice chest for like both resistances and shards. Most of the time, I think, like chests don't matter when you have a couple of characters inside a cycle. But like when you're playing your first character, I think chests are fine because they do tend to like drop quite a few FX shards. Which can come really handy on your first leveling, for sure. So what is this? Cooldown and cast speed, sure.
You there, help me. Keep them off me.
Alright, I'm kind of looking forward to Spirit Plague right now.
Only a little
That is in 3 levels, it's not close. Well, around that level we're actually going to be getting the Chthonic fissure, so that is even bigger than that.
You there, help me.
I'm out of mana. My golem is dead. This guy is mean. Hey Brittle.
I'll be right behind.
How are you? They're bringing a new class to Grimdawn. I thought they were done updating its Forgotten Gods NSC SR. Yeah, everybody thought so, and then they decided to make a new expansion. I was hoping that they were working on Grimdawn 2, so it's a little bit of a disappointment personally for me that like they're making another expansion to Grimdawn instead of Grimdawn 2. But I am sure I'm gonna enjoy the expansion as well. So
You now the gods have long left this world.
we have gotten
Their memory
utterly useless idols there. I have some idol slots, so I'm gonna grab some like physical and elemental res idols. I think is what I'm gonna say. Physical resistance with some vitality right there, and then elemental resistance. Did I write it wrong, or is it just broken? I wrote it wrong. Alright, some armor and elemental resistance. Sounds very good. 6% elemental res and like 16% physical resistance. I'm good as well, thank you Brittle. Just started playing again and my AI lost all of his items. Nothing, I don't know how that happened. That's weird. You're talking about Grimdawn, right? You lost all of your items on Grimdawn? Maybe you were using like a mod before? Yeah, maybe you were using like a mod before, the assistant, and like you lost your like assistant saves or something like that. That's probably like the only thing. To be honest with you, you might as well just like do a fresh start. Just enjoy again. Grimdawn is there for like the single player experience, so maybe a fresh start could actually, because depending on like when you played the last time, right? Grimdawn has a lot of changes through itemization, NMIs, so you might actually like enjoy the fact that you're doing it without the Lokar set as well. So I'd recommend checking it out. Yeah. Point there. like any item that I want to use in my bags. Lightning and health. This is like fizz and cooldown. That's actually very interesting. I'll try that. On a belt, we can have necrotic damage as prefix, or damage over time. That's pretty decent too, definitely. Open the gates. I'll kill this guy. Tars of Sparks, maybe. Lightning and Fizz with blockchains, 11%. I think we are using it. Primal Strike being so broken. What are you using it with though? Like rifle or something? Like crossbow, rifle, or... Are you actually just casting it maybe? Wish you guys were not spreading, like this would have been over already. Very nice. Let's get back to where it all started.
It eludes me. It eludes me.
So from this guy after this quest, you can actually gain some like life leech from all sorts of damage. And elemental resistance. This unique is every time there.
Like, please stop.
Right?
It eludes
Gods be
me.
with you. Stay safe.
Impossible. It
And that gives us Spirit Plague.
It eludes me. Impossible.
Yeah, you can. I'm still running around with like a yellow one. I might craft on it, like just I'm probably going to be disabling my loot filter to see some of the weapons on the floor as they drop. Especially like maybe versus bosses. I need either a scepter or a wand, I don't mind. Anything on it would be fine. So there's more cooldown recovery. How did I manage to join public chat again? This is my third time leaving today, and I have only opened my clients first, like one time. Honestly, it is not too bad at all, the damage that is. 10 spell damage. Let's grab this and put necrotic damage on it, okay? I've clicked the wrong thing, I think. There we go. And then we use it like this. You want to see my resistances? Sitting pretty healthy now. Movement speed is kind of feeling good too. Especially after a transplant. Sorry, I keep talking about Grimble. No problem, man. Ah! Fire damage. No.
Your death has come.
Guys, with the transplants, we're gonna go into bone armor. It's like a reliable way of gaining bone armor, basically. It's really cool. Don't really need to kill this guy either, I think, right? Not sure. But I'd like to do pretty much like everything up until the point where like there are no more idols or passive points remaining. I am being attacked by my cat right now. Invaded. But unfortunately, this is not the right time, Kuchuki. Very sorry. We are on a speed leveling right now. No, no, that's mine. Hey, my golem is dead. Alright. You're gonna kill me, Kuchiki. Kuchiki, that's mine! Guys. Come here. She's trying to drink from my tea, man. Oh my god, she wants to come again.
Stay back. Run.
Wait, isn't this already the point that we're going to be selecting Warlock? This is going to be nice. See how long this fight is going to take, actually. This fight usually takes a while. Nine days until new PoE. You have been keeping up with the daily teasers of Path of Exile? Guys, what we needed, by the way, is putting some sort of like a... like ignite poison, whatever chance, you know what I mean? To be able to like defeat these things a little bit faster. This is not the slowest kill, I give you that, but still. It's pretty slow. Any sort of like debuff would have been, or ailment would have been really good here.
seems he failed to handle the void's power. So much for their might.
Nice quality of life.
Pathetic.
I've seen the like trading bulk currency with a single click. That is very, very good.
Impossible. It eludes me. It eludes me. Impossible.
So level 14 and we're becoming
Eludes me.
a warlock here.
Then close your eyes. Focus on the potential.
Fissure is going to be our new cast.
I see that you are still you.
It eludes me. It eludes me. Impossible. It eludes me. Impossible.
Why? Thank you. There is an
It eludes me.
What does that guy want?
Greetings.
Let's skip something.
Impossible.
Do not dwell on the regret.
It
May a tear a
eludes
smile
me.
upon you. Farewell.
What did I skip? I'm actually going to be going back because I'm very curious what I have not done. This is so awkward.
It eludes me. Impossible.
Didn't I like talk to the guy that is sitting next to the like the forge or whatever? Okay, return to Captain Instant in the council chambers. Are you? Is this a joke? Okay, sure.
Impossible.
Gods be with you.
You're welcome. My pleasure.
Stay safe.
My pleasure.
It eludes me. It eludes me. Impossible. It eludes me. It eludes me.
I seem to have 20% poison resistance. Oh yeah, one thing about the Chthonic fissure is that I don't think I'm supposed to be spamming it like this. It is a very, very expensive spell, guys. Level 18 is where we are actually going to be going into Chthonic fissure's edits, let's say. Like skill points. And that's not that far away, so just gonna hold on there. And I'm assuming I'm gonna just try to make it a little bit cheaper to cast.
Your death
Because
has
it is draining right now. It is very strong though. Like extremely strong. Infernal Shade. Shield with void resistance. Well, mine is giving it immense resistance. It's not too bad. A little bit of mana regeneration would actually go such a long way right now. It would be insane. While leveling up works too, for sure.
Your death has come.
I need one of those weapons that gives like -3 mana cost to cast. Kinda adds up. We're level 16. Let's grab this, not too bad. Void and Poison Maze, sure. And put like int on it and use. I will clean this place. Hey, fire starter. You know, you could just level up with fire starter too. I am not gonna do it because that's a crazy lucky find right there. It doesn't really happen every time. But it would be kind of decent, yes. Let's rearrange it. The leather boots don't really have movement speed on them. Mana, poison, and cold? No. Oof. That idol, though. That idol is sweet. Don't title a gun now with that idol. I like how the league is starting at 7 PM instead of 10 PM that it used to be, yeah. Definitely. Was it 7 or 8 though? It was 8, I think, the last time. Yeah, the fire starter is crazy level up weapon up until like 25 or something at the very least. It's extremely good.
It eludes me.
Who are you?
Impossible. It eludes me.
Greetings. Farewell.
Impossible. It eludes me. Impossible. It eludes me.
17 and a half right now, so one more level and then we start editing or looking into putting some points into Chthonic fissure. What's up, second hand? Okay. Bye.
Death will not take me.
We're a little bit too squishy right now, but the next few levels I'm getting some health, which definitely helps big time. And then I'll also like try to take care of my items a little bit. Let's grab the shrine here. Oh, it was just a gold shrine. Unfortunate. And moreover, I'm having a hard time finding mana to like cast my spells. It's just complete minus all the time. The iron greaves are really good, but do they have prefix open? They do. Maybe grab these for the sake of like putting some movement speed on them instead of what I have. Sure. That's level 18. No, the next one is at level 20. I thought it was 18 for some reason. God damn it. Two more levels then. Ritual stake. We need the hardcore Subnautica gameplay. Hardcore, by the way.
Impossible.
35 armor. Let's do some movement speed on this bad boy.
Impossible. It eludes me. Impossible. It eludes me.
Dude, I think Sakina was playing Subnautica at one point. And I remember, like, she stopped and I was asking, like, why. And she told me it was too stressing. If you die, you have to delete. Yeah, I mean, I understand what hardcore is. How about I play some Dragon's Dogma 2 when it comes out? You know, just chill single-player RPG experience. Rush the story. Enjoy the atmosphere. Ride some dragons and griffins. Fun times. Ah, when we teleport now, at least, we're gaining bone armor. Guys, if you're lacking void resistance, by the way, these telegraphs on the floors, they hurt. Like, insane. I don't like that. We're not really getting so good items so far. When it comes to these rares. Maybe I should put something on top of my helm. Let's kill this. Catalyst.
Will not take me.
I should just pulse it for like 3 million or something. Nah. We should just use it. This place is so dark this time around. I'm not really sure what's up with this.
Your death has
That's insane.
Your death has come.
Oh, 100% necrotic resistance, guys. Good stuff. Campfire chat about Diablo 4. I think I'm going to be checking in the evening. The best thing that's happened to Diablo 4 is that I think they're finally doing PTR. So
It eludes me.
the period where like the season is gonna launch and like people are disappointed with like how rewarding this thing is or hectic how the other thing is, etc.
It eludes me.
is going to be like one step ahead now thanks to that PTR. At least that's good.
It eludes me.
Diablo 5 will be amazing. Maybe. I have a hard time finding stuff to do in Diablo 4 at the end game. Like, I enjoy building up to a place and then, like, it's pretty much empty afterwards. This is an unfortunate loading screen, I think. Do you guys think we're going to be getting out of this? Ah! Fuck!
Yes.
Amalgamation. Maybe we should have taken some damage. I don't know. Hey! Fitz is dead. I think the way that, like, I built my spirits was okay for, like, map clear, but single target is pretty lacking. Movements and damage, but they're, like, more damage nodes over here, so I think I'm gonna go for spirit duration. I want to take this guy, so, like, damage to cursed enemies and damage to damned enemies as well. Should be able to damn them, it's fine. As soon as we can damn them, then it's going to be giving like 20% increased damage to the spirits. That's very, very good. Report leveling video. This is for leveling. It is going a little bit shaky when it comes to single target though. How's it going, Sensei? I didn't fight Lagon yet, so I didn't die. There's a glyph. A despair. Good stuff. There it is, man. Finally. Little bit of fissure. Which I have no idea what I'm going to do with, but I think we might be able to do some, like, Bane maybe from this. Let's see. Oh, cooldown recovery. I should finish this run with this. Yeah. Mana regeneration like this just unlocks a different character, honestly. Feels completely different.
Death will not take me.
Mana cost. That is the first thing that I have also with, but I need to remember like what the other stuff are. I'll look around a little bit before committing. That's an awkward looking item right there. And it just disappeared, or did I pick it up? I picked it up. That's a decent item, by the way. Very nice. That's the second time that guy is slamming me. Okay, are we safe? So, damage on curse. We do like some multiplicative damage like this. Damned. Wasn't it damned on the other side? Yeah, okay, alright. So let's get damned over there as well. Damned stacks per spirit hitting. Pretty good stuff, honestly. And over here, we're gonna give some like spell damage to curses, basically. And our curse is, you know, bone curse and more importantly, the fissure. Date is there saying, did your other warlock die or just starting fresh? I'm just doing a leveling video for a fresh warlock. We're gonna do 1 to 50 basically, and practice the leveling at the same time. My other warlock is alive. It is level 95, 96 maybe. But we couldn't find the self-ignite belt yet. I don't know if I want to pay like 2 million for it in the hardcore community. Not sure. I think I would rather keep on farming on my falconer. Maybe we attempt like tier 4 what was the name of that dungeon again, guys? Soulfire Bastion or something, I want to say. Is it correct? Maybe we attempt a tier 4 Soulfire Bastion today. It would be progress. How's it going, Cautious Gamer? Copper Chalice. I'm gonna equip this because of the armor increase. Over here you grab the Damned. Maybe Cursor? We have. Oh, I tapped out, didn't I? That is kind of sad. Okay. When you tab out, of course, you lose the numlock auto casting. Are we believing, chat? I'm not believing, chat. That was so... Oh no, that was so close. I am out of there. That's hilarious. My golem died to that explosion, by the way. Alright, we could grab a couple of like completed quests from here. I'm COF looking for the Immolator's belt as well.
It eludes.
Last Epoch tools was saying that like it drops from tier 3 and tier 4, 12% in tier 3,
Impossible.
and
Do not dwell on the May a terror smile upon you.
yeah, even higher. I think like 18% or something in tier 4.
Eludes me.
Yeah.
Impossible.
Let's do something like this. So we're gonna drop these on the floor, grab that, put some int, right?
It eludes me.
And then we can gain some health instead. Armor is decent too. It breaks. I do not mind. Let's put some like vitality int all over the place. Vitality ints are very easy to find.
Eludes me.
Affix shards. Right there. That's a very decent hand now.
Impossible.
Necrotic.
Eludes me.
Necrotic damage. Oh, it broke. Too bad.
Impossible. It eludes
This one broke
me.
as well. Do we have the chance of like buying a relic of you?
It
Not really.
eludes me.
Alright, what can I put on my relic? Can I put int? I can. Here.
Impossible.
Tier 4 int on it.
It eludes me.
Oh, this guy is broken
Yes.
too. Do we have a weapon for me? Minus cost, spell damage, damage over time. Oh, buddy.
Eludes me.
Alright, we're losing that like percentage necrotic. Crit multi and lightning damage. Sure, that's a unique one for me, but
It
let's see how it goes.
Impossible. It eludes me. It eludes me.
Is our boots broken? No. I might be able to give one more tier to those movement speeds then. Definitely. Body blocking monsters. It's a real issue. We have some good damage now in there, definitely. With the fissure, it is getting up there. I could look for a way to gain a little bit of ward, because we do have tiny bit of like ward retention, of course, because of like ints and our passives. 150%. Not terrible. Vision level, I want it cheaper, if anything. Torment deals more damage. Are we applying Torment? Yeah. Do we do like Torment deals more damage first before mana cost? That kind of sounds stupid to me. Let's do mana cost right now. I'm gonna max this out. Because we're having a really hard time with the mana cost, it seems like.
Take me.
I'll kill these two. Those are some decent boots again. Fizz, armor. Let's try where you go. Alright, those are my new boots. I'm sitting at 30% armor mitigation now. When it comes to scaling a damage of an ability, you know, they're like 5% here, 8% there, like multiplicative values that you can take from your skills. Is usually better to, instead of like going into one of them and maxing it out, it's usually better to like taking, you know, one from here, one from there, because they're multiplicative with each other, of course, while additive within self. Smarts. Now we're going to be dealing a little bit more damage. It still is not that impressive though, honestly.
This place once held so many secrets, so much power. It could have been used for greatness. Now look at what it has been reduced to.
I really like clearing this place, guys. There's crazy amounts of like density and good XP in here. It's easy monsters too, so. Except this guy. This guy right over here is a massive scam. For some reason he doesn't drop anything. Cast speed. Chance to ignite. Okay. Maybe. Let's try it. And I think it has a prefix open. Never mind. It is necrotic damage too. Interesting stuff. Only 7 spell damage implicit, but that's still okay, I think. Yeah, for the sake of like just killing more, I am not really casting as many transplants as I could. So we're not really skipping many monsters. Let's get that XP. Let's make it even cheaper.
Death will not take me.
So after clicking this right over here, you can TP back one zone. In offline, I would imagine this is like incredibly quick.
Death will not.
Mana regeneration base. Whatever. I need it. Whatever it is giving, honestly. Just equip instantly. 20% mana regen on the implicit hats. The mana is doing it, it's a bit better now. Seems like it. So the only stuff that we ended up changing is like the helm. And made the fissure like cost less mana and refunded it a bit also, I think. This is still not my fastest skill whatsoever when it comes to like leveling characters at all. But it was not too bad now, actually. Not anymore.
Impossible. It eludes me.
Void Rays, that's not too bad. Some extra mana. Let's put int and maximize the Void Rays on that
Impossible.
hat, okay?
Seek out the outcast queen, leader of
The outcast queen.
and show her the Epoch. The rest will be
I need to check what we're doing here, in fact. Oh yeah, harrowing armor is just absolutely insane, of course. That is just ridiculous. We need to go there. That's a little bit of like a defensive node, but it is just too big. Armor and health, 10 each, every click. We're probably going to be clicking it at least 5 times right now.
Eludes me.
Yes. Stay
And
safe.
eludes me.
I see.
Let's grab the side quest from the southern side as well. Yeah, we need a relic, right? It actually gives like 6 cents after I crafted it, so it's not too bad, I guess, now.
What do you want?
It eludes me. It eludes me. Impossible. It eludes me.
Yeah. T4 necrotic damage, guys. On my necklace.
Eludes me.
We failed finding another necklace, so might as well. It was a cast speed necklace too, so that's decent.
It eludes me. Impossible.
Did a bit of damage to Torment, maybe? I'm not really sure.
Your death has come.
That is such a big shrine for me while leveling. I didn't really think that it was going to be this big. There's quite a bait over here, by the way. The top right is a bait. You gotta go all the way to the left. Still not good enough.
Your death has
So, can't we just do this quest right now, guys? We can, right? Yeah, let's do it. The college ruins of Veteran. I also left the side quest over here to kill like one more of these big dudes. It just gives you XP and gold though. I think we're gonna go for one more damned stack so I can increase the damage from the other side. I want to do a little bit of like Torment damage too, I think. Because like Torment isn't terrible, I think, while leveling. It just requires some commitment. And Torment is a curse in itself, so like we're gaining some curse spell damage, so should be okay. Alright, so back to Imperial. Do you guys actually like that everything resets every time like you leave? You can't really like leave an item on the floor, go sell some stuff and like come back, you know what I mean? Like in other RPGs. Taking quite a bit of damage. Open the gates. That is insane amounts of damage in there. I don't know what's going on. I'm out of there for now. So what we could do is we could actually turn this quest in. I think that would be okay. Uh-oh.
eludes me. It eludes me. Impossible. Impossible. It eludes
What do you want?
me. It
Double,
eludes
isn't it?
me.
Yeah, it is double. Sure.
It
Ghost
eludes
flame.
me. It eludes me.
The archers are hitting like a truck. I think so. I thought I was just like okay with my armor and my HP pool now that like we have taken a couple of health nodes. Ever since we are a warlock now, we have taken 2 nodes that is like both health and armor. But it still was insane. Hey, by the way, man, I'll give it a thought to level my, you know, leveling videos from now on in offline, because this is just weird, honestly. It is putting me in this, like, miserable state of mind. Like, this is not normal, right, guys? It's normal for me to feel bad about this. Like, in the offline, we're basically not going to be having crafting at all. And no idols, which are the 2 things that I'm using, basically, while doing leveling videos from my accounts. And also the stuff that I end up finding if there is, like, something good for my bank. Like despairs and stuff like that, right, while leveling. We're going to be missing those 2. But we won't need to deal with this loading screen. One of them died, he's not tanky enough.
Yes. Gods be with you.
Bone armor duration is increased by 1 sec.
Your death has come.
Fissure level. Damage per uncapped necrotic resistance, so like 100. That's pretty decent. Now we are going into the Torment territory, basically. He is tanking. Yeah.
Death will not take me.
Elemental leads for free. It is pretty good. Definitely. You either get that one or Bleeding Hearts, right? Bleeding Hearts is quite decent too, in my opinion. When I tried the Bleeding Heart at level 5, I committed Sudoku. Was pretty funny. Did you stack too many bleeds on yourself or something? Is that even a thing? I didn't die with a Bleeding Heart before, but that sounds really hilarious. So over here, there's another bait. You don't go from the south, even though like the waypoint is there. You go from the western side, northwest even, and then this side.
Your death has come.
As I said, probably. Next thing that we're going to be editing is going to be the Bone Curse, and Bone Curse is going to put Mark for Death on the enemies reliably. It's going to be pretty big. It's a good DPS increase for me. For sure. That Ignite is doing a lot of work, by the way, on my weapon. We can actually craft a little bit more on my weapon too, it seems like. I probably should take the time to do that. Let me see. That's extremely big as well, by the way, guys. Cast speed, necrotic damage, ignite, and you know it. It is poison. Chance to poison. Boom. So, cast speed, necrotic damage, ignite, and it is 0. it just went one way and it is down. Necklace with Void, we're out of here. A little bit of Leech if you would like to take. I'll consume with the Harrowing Armor, I think. I actually don't really know like what I'm going to be taking afterwards. Maybe something like Chaos Flames isn't terrible for leveling. Bleeding Heart is one of those uniques that is like kind of avoiding me, by the way, when it comes to finding like LP version. People have like LP3 Bleeding Heart and stuff, and I haven't even seen like a single LP one. Don't know why. Just doesn't exist for me. I might not even have a single Bleeding Heart in the bank.
Welcome, traveler.
Guys, movement is very hectic.
Welcome, traveler. May Etera smile on you.
Wither before me.
Cast speed and mana efficiency. I don't know about that. The fissure is insane. So what Shriners? Idols? Maybe. Double idol. Damage over time idols. I'm equipping both of them. This is crazy. Thank you. We've gained like 15% damage over time. I was saying I feel like the Bleeding Heart drops more for Sentinel. I seem to always get it when I play the Sentinel, but not for the other classes. There certainly is some sort of like a smart drop in the game for sure. I think I would definitely prefer it if it wasn't for uniques though. Stuff that you can find like LP versions, etc. Like I would like to be able to find them on anything. Anywhere. Yeah. I will kill you, mister. Spirit duration. Alright, we're gonna take one more point of this. It's like 25 more damage, I think, right? Versus both the Curse and the Bane. I'm really considering taking a little bit of Leech, and I think I'm gonna do that right after the armor node is depleted. Too bad I have no like ward synergy whatsoever so far, even though we have taken like ward retention from someplace. My golem is a complete sponge now, like it just dies way too easy. That's an interesting sound. What is that? Helmet. You know, all the monsters that I left behind, they managed to like find me. Kept on walking. And now they're here. They refuse to drop. Any source of healing potion for me.
take me.
Shreds necrotic resistance on hit. What about his necrotic resistance? Seems pretty tanky to me. Actual guides goes into bleed fully, although it is probably good. I'm not sure what you were replying to. Don't recall. Sorry.
Wither before me.
Oh, this Admiral guy is gonna take a while to kill, I think. Let's see. Channel. It's actually not it's not terrible because of like of his size. His hitbox is far too big that like the spirits are doing a lot of work here. That's funny. I'm gonna take tiny little bit of life each here. Blood overload with bleed nodes on everything, I see.
Washed up, it's yeah, I'll only slow you down.
Won't let you slow me down. We're doing pretty fine so far, honestly. Like, 60% of the leveling is done, I would say, in the campaign at least. Even done like side quests so far, everything is done that way. And my favorite side is starting. Find the side like so much faster than what we ever completed so far. Because for the most part, like your character gets stronger and stronger and easier game than basically We're level 32, so 3 more levels, and then I'll be able to go into curse skills as well, which is pretty big. Minus resistance on my targets.
Your death
Ward per second. Am I am I doing it? Like, what are we doing here? Not sure. It would be kind of interesting, but do we have any other choice? Not really. Let's do some word per second now. Sure. Whatever. I think it's kind of whatever, honestly. Like, less damage taken from a cursed target is quite possibly more valuable right now than word per second for me. On the fissure, we're gonna take the Tomb Gorger, which is 15% more damage from Torment. Man, it is a decent item, but I really like the fact that we are mana regenerating from my hand. It's going the wrong way. Less damage taken per curse on the targets. I think at the end you can get to like 5 curses pretty easily, actually. Like there's Torment, Fissure, and Bone Curse. It's Penitence, I think, right? There must be more stuff. Mark for Death might be Curse as well. Probably is. You don't have to kill this guy, but I most of the time end up like killing pretty much everything, guys, during leveling. It's just why not? Okay, one last reveal rates right here. Let's get them popping faster.
Now, hey now, I've seen how.
Those poison puddles on the floor, they are very, very risky. Like, I don't want to be the one that to die to these things. There we go. I suppose they're pretty deadly when you don't really have almost any poison resistance at all.
Wither before me. Death will not take me.
Big. 2 points. When it is 5, we're going to be able to go into either the Damned Chance or Malefic Body. I think I will go into Malefic Body, actually. Some more ints and Vitality. Why not? I really like stacking main stats. I do find Vitality quite valuable as well, especially in a build like this. Beast of a guy. I think he's actually regenerating a little bit. Pretty nutty. Ended up killing my golem too. Look at my golem's HP on the top left, okay? He's burning himself from like the aura, I think.
She told me it'd take the courage of a Ruby Nagasso. I didn't expect it.
All damage with spells and attacks. Possibly not. When we jump into the monos, they're going to be crazy tanky. I'm not really impressed by my damage. I think mostly I need to find find a weapon instead of running around with the one that I have. Just probably like mana regeneration and necrotic damage. Something like that would actually make work, for sure. I am taking that shrine, might be really big. It is. The pathing has some issues in this game, by the way. Like, sometimes my character is slowing down and trying to path or something. I'm not sure what's going on exactly. But Alright, so this is big. Bone Curse, and we're immediately going to be unlocking this guy, which is the Mark for Death. And over here, I think we need to scale this guy a little bit further somehow. Spirit hit gens, Bane stacks. Spirit frequency, Torment damage. Double on the bosses if they are cursed. They will be cursed. Eradication. Let's try eradication. I'm not really sure, honestly. He's getting out of my thing. Twice now. Guys, my golem is very fragile now. So we're going to be going for Spirit Plague simply because like it's an extra curse. And we have some synergy going on for like having, you know, multiple curses on the enemy at least. And it's like extremely cheap to cast it. So, you know, just cast a single Spirit Plague. I will sack the golem because at this point it's just minus mana for me all the time. It is not good. Not really liking him. I thought he would have been like much tankier than this since we are stacking quite a bit of intelligence, but here we are. He just keeps on dying. Not good enough. You can run in place, sort of if you like hold your mouse on yourself. Yeah, that I know, like this, but it was not necessarily a misinput though. I'm talking about like literally just characters slowing down for some reason while running. Maybe it has something to do with like getting body blocks as well, I'm not sure. Either getting body blocked or you hold your cursors close to yourself. Also, it is hilarious. It is hilarious when you hold it close to yourself, yeah. And kind of like...
It eludes me.
Yeah. Slides around. There are quite a few people that are jumping to monos at this point, by the way, at level 35. For the next multiple levels, let's say. From what we have done so far, right? If we open the map and press shift, we're missing 2 passive points and 4 idle rewards. I'm gonna continue until I have the passive points at the very least with this Warlock. So 2 more passive points I want from the... Actually, I need to turn back to Shining Code. Maybe we already have one over there, but like, let's continue a little bit more.
It eludes me.
At the very least, let's grab like 1 more, because like my damage isn't that great either right now anyways, so... It's alright. Like, the screen clear is very satisfying given I have mana. It really is.
Take me.
This next node is going to be pretty big. It's actually converting my Bone Curse to necrotic damage, which is what we are scaling, so it's going to be a little bit more single target damage for me for sure. It's pretty nice. This is the way that I like to play, like gather basically like 2 packs of monsters and just curse them all. It's actually pretty interesting to go for like slow curse as well from the bone curse. But since I've decided to go for bone curse at level 35, we don't have enough points for it yet. Like while leveling, I really enjoy getting the slow stacks from here, the slow duration. Hey Grace, how are you doing? Welcome. I go to the tree boss in Act 7 or so. Yeah, that's basically the last thing that you need to do, right, for the idol unlocks. But in this Warlock, I might actually jump into Monoliths for the sake of just like getting the levels faster, which it obviously is. So it's a bit more challenging though, for sure. But I want my passive points at the very least before from the campaign. Which is what I'm gonna focus on right now. I don't really like where these are coming from. Where are those coming from? Like, I have no idea. Just out of nowhere, it seems like. Any weapons? Because I do believe the weapon is my weakest link. Not really. Okay, we're gonna put some health here, right? $42, damn. And apparently I haven't put anything at all over there. We could at least gain some fizz rays, surely. Those are broken. We can use a better belt for sure. And let's put health over here as well now. Seems like I'm a little bit squishy, so it would be nice. I've gained like 100 HP by doing just what I have done now. Close to it at least. Yeah, withering is another option, by the way. This guy, the wither. That is also further less damage taken.
Hopefully, I will see you soon.
Bone curse is necrotic damage now. It's extremely big, I think, for single targets. Should be. Ooh, mana and cooldown. I think mana and cooldown is the biggest shrine for me right now. When it comes to just, like the DPS outputs. Traversing, of course, movement speed is still the best.
Your death has come.
A little bit of experience shrine action. It's a unique one. I don't really know what to do here. Probably the slow stacks is how I was talking about. We could do like slow stacks and mana efficiency maybe. In the barren aqueducts, we could just go north all the time. Otherwise, it is pretty tricky. I find slow to be extremely strong in this game, by the way.
Me.
Here I was.
Where are my shrines? I think we're going to be using the Soul Feast. Possibly not. Yeah, it's very tanky. That was a close one. A gold ring with spell damage, crit avoidance, necrotic resistance, 15% elemental res actually. 6% movement speed. 19 void. And then we have this guy, elemental. Okay, let's replace this guy right over here. I could even like craft on top of this further. Is there something that I would like to craft on this? Maybe just change this one to intelligence. It's insane. That's crazy. Sure, we can keep it like this. I'm glad they're not slamming me and just spinning instead, by the way. If they just slammed me, maybe I was in danger for this time. Already in the Julia's Haven. Nice. One thing that I'm not sure of is that, like, when you come over here, do you just instantly unlock the waypoint or not? You see that waypoint? It looks like as if it's open. So, like, what you could do is, like, TP out and in right now. If the loading screen is, you know, how it should be.
It eludes me. Impossible.
Open the gates. Open it.
It eludes.
I'm serious. And when he fled,
So I do know that guy is actually giving me a passive.
It eludes me.
Brother, you're lying to me. There's one more quest that we didn't do, and that is in Shining Cove.
Impossible.
Let's do it. I'm interested in that.
It eludes me. It eludes me.
Cast speed and mana efficiency. Yeah, why not? Its mana cost is quite high, actually, the curse that is.
Take me.
So, it's a good stat for me. Hydration check. 38%. Void resistance. My character is hating the damage. That belt is legendary, I'm telling you. Where is the Oracle's abode? There it is. So, I'm not sure if this thing is like unlocking idle slots, but it should be a passive for sure. Maybe it's idols as well, it would be really good. Could use some more HP and resistance help from my idols before we jump into monos.
It eludes me.
Ah,
Impossible.
It is.
May a terror
Cool.
smile upon
Eludes me.
Let's split them like this maybe.
It eludes me.
And then, what is it? Void 100%. Okay. $14 void. There's possibly something better, no? Okay, so one singular right there, and then we can use some sort of like a health. 2% and 29 health, sure. Anguish. Anguish is a cast a curse skill, you also inflict anguish. Anguish is a curse as well. We are probably going to be taking at least 1 point into this, which we need to take 2 points into it so that like we can spell damage for curse later on. I think I'm gonna take it immediately. It's very big. We will do we'll do one side quest over here before jumping into monos, guys. I need like one last passive from the campaign. Hopefully I'll have enough damage by then. What you can do is like you can go to the end of time and you can check out like the gambler vendor for
It eludes me.
good weapon bases, right? To swap something that's like terrible like this one.
Impossible. Impossible. It eludes me. It eludes me. Impossible.
Still skills. What I want to do though. Let's do one like this. They deal more damage and they reveal themselves closer to me. Bone armor increased effects, more seconds on the bone armor. How's my necrotic res? 144. Torment deals more damage. I think we are taking the eradication, actually. I want to say. Spirit release chance. Okay, let's increase the spirit release chance. I'm not so sure like how big of a deal that is, but it might actually be. It eludes me. Yes.
Impossible.
How different single player is from Cycle.
Eludes.
You killed him? If we pull this off,
You're
maybe
kind of
it'll give
like
us some good news for once, eh?
forced to play Circle of Fortune, right?
Impossible. Impossible.
Because there's no point playing Merchants. If you don't mind that, I think it is not that different whatsoever.
Gold won't save you.
Right?
Blade might.
So yeah, this is the guy that I was talking about. You could take something like this, 26,
It eludes.
you know, spell damage. It is definitely big.
Another try.
Right there. Necrotic damage, spell crit strike chance. Let's convert this into something else. Alright, it doesn't want to give. It is what it is. It already has necrotic damage, which is pretty decent, to be honest with you. It's fine. Necrotic penetration here. -10. That was an expensive craft, apparently.
It eludes me.
I have 2 more spells, two more passives here. Sure.
Impossible.
They're gonna make the MG easier to search and sell items, or it is not worth wasting my time. I think it's about like your approach and your loot filter. What I am doing is like I'm really just looking for items that are going to be worth selling for my time, yeah. Otherwise I'm not doing anything else. But when it comes to searching, I think you're kind of right. That is also why like I'm not really doing any purchases at all until I really know what I want, and then I search basically. So I don't mind the auction house's interface and functionality so far. Like it's alright. It's not terrible in my opinion.
Take me.
Let's see how fast we are going to be leveling now that like we're against level 58 monsters. I'm also curious about my damage. Very curious. Remember, the items that are going to be dropping in this place is going to be mostly out-leveling me. That's... Isn't that guy deadly? I'm not sure. Still don't really have the best DPS, seems like, huh? I mean, versus this guy, it kind of makes a little bit more sense, at least. Remember to, like, transplant every now and then. To get, like, not only the haste, but also the bone armor effects. One thing that I dislike is that, like, bone armor has a cooldown. So you don't really gain it like every single transplant, basically. It was only a single level, guys. Yeah, double the chance and then into crit damage. Like, that is not too bad, by the way. We're gonna put two points into the chaotic strikes just because of that. Enemies, rare enemies, high health. Just hate spending so much time price checking everything, going from each individual vendor ID. Just rather spend more time playing. I mean, before I didn't even know that like you can post everything on every vendor, for instance, right? I was going like I thought there was only a single vendor that was like letting you list items. I was like going back and forth, you know. I mean, I was even doing something stupid. Yeah, so after learning that like I can post anything I want anywhere, but I can only search for specific stuff on their own vendors, then I started not minding it too much. Because like at the end of the day, like I go there for a specific reason most of the time. It's like, alright, let's look at relics, you know? So like, it's not really back and forth between NPCs. You're literally just looking at like one guy. I really don't mind it right now, the way how it is. I think at the end of the day, what they wanted to achieve is basically like having lots of people inside the bazaar and like not everybody's standing on top of each other like in front of this NPC, you know what I mean? In like World of Warcraft, it's kind of like that. Like 5 auction house NPCs, but they're like right next to each other. And the entire room is like packed with people. This one, I guess, like I don't really know how many people you can have in the same room, let's say, in this game. I'm not really sure. I do not know. Mana regeneration ring. What else did I do? This guy, right? Necrotic damage, intelligence, void res, increases curse damage. That's a decent item right there. Definitely. I'm actually gonna take my time to like put some stuff onto this because this is getting ridiculous right now. Physical res, sure. That guy was kind of decent. Void res. If I can sacrifice some void resistance, I think it's better to use this guy as well. I wish I was always this lucky with crafting in this game. That is just ridiculous. What's going on right now? Alright, we're going here. High health takes less damage. No. We need to go there. There's no other way. That's a level 62 item, so it's gonna need to wait a little bit before I can use it. any loot for me. Guys, you want to be around like 1000 HP when you're here where I am right now, I want to say. I think that would be kind of nice. Like I think we're a little bit squishy right now. That's also because like I'm low level. Like normally I enter the monos around like level 46 or something, right? So I think COF is like extremely good when it comes to like expanding your stash and like just getting just more and more items into your stash, like kind of like a hoarder point of view, you know what I mean? It's just lacking in the sense that like just sniping an item that you really need, or trying to find a better version of something that you really need, you know what I mean? It's specific, unique into a legendary kind of situation. Sometimes, most of the time, it's quite good at like even finding the unique to turn into a legendary. However, finding the food item then becomes the issue. Yeah. Like, let's say you want falconry +4 helm as food to a unique helm to make a legendary. Like, finding that thing is like going to be taking a while on COF. For sure. Mask of Renewal. This guy's tanky, by the way. Look at him. Regenerates too. Void and elemental resistances, damage over time. I like my 7 ints. Really do. Let's put a couple more points here. I kind of want to put like 1 point there soon. I'll go there because of this. Bone armor shenanigans even further. Alright, eradication. Hey, look, we're gonna get books out of this. Go for Chains of Ruin, I think. Profane Veil. Interesting. The thing is, at level 50, it is a no-brainer. You need to take the Profane Veil at level 50. Because like that is when the you know, skills are unlocking there for it. But right now we can skip. I think I'm gonna survive without it. I'll continue keeping my Spirit Plague. Need to be standing inside, right? This is a really good map, by the way. Like, very good monster type. Big mobs. Could get a lot of experience out of this. They're regenerating, aren't they? I won't give up. Do we have any potions to grab, by the way? Okay. Yes. Why did I get stunned? What? The necrotic resistance coming in clutch, and the armor too. You remember the time that I like stopped and crafted a bunch of health on this and that? That also is coming in clutch. I think I could have easily died there. Boom. Oh, he splits. Okay, sure. Splits into full HP. This was crazy fight. Yeah, the problem is all enemies having that 25% increased elemental resistance or something. All the resistances, my bad. That's the problem. Without that, like, we would be cruising right now. Honestly, that's giving a lot of survival to the enemies that I'm fighting right now. Surely. It is those, like, little crabs, I think, that are stunning me. I am out of here, even though I like the map. I'm out of here because I want to get rid of that whole resistance bullshit. We're gonna put 5 points into this. The damned overload is very good. Very good. No, that's terrible. Mark duration, 2 seconds, and then 100%, so it's like 4 seconds duration right now. We could just make it hit a bit more. Yeah, versus boss is very helpful, so. Undead have increased damage. Should be okay. How many beers have you found? I got like 5. Don't they just disappear? I don't understand. I've seen one on the floor, but... They're like regular potions, aren't they? Shrine check. Yeah, it is just the health potion. I think there's like an even rarer version of the beer, right? That might be. So it's not only like one item that's fluff. Friends in haste, that's fine too. I did not check, but we don't really have that many usable items except like this chest piece, which is pretty good. Let's start using this chest piece. It gives really good mana regeneration. And I'm just gonna put Vitality on it. Level 48 for the next craft, sure. Still using a blue necklace, but believe it or not, is not bad at all. It's necrotic damage, T4 and T4 health, I think, so it's whatever. This is exactly what I was talking about. You do get really stronger as you level up like this. So 5 points into that. I need to check what I want to give. I do know that like I would like to give more Malefic Body. And that's going to unlock basically like crit damage over there. With the crit damage, what you could do is you can unlock the Grimtide here. So it's going to be like synergizing there for the Torment damage increase. And fissure damage increase, I think. It's a new multiplier for it. So let's go that way, I think. So when the fissure levels up now, I'm going to take the Grimtide. Which actually wants you to go for some crit multi in the sense for gaining fissure damage. Just pure damage. Just a little bit of like a review of like what happens with this character while we are leveling. The only problem that I have so far in this leveling is literally just the weapons. My loot filter apparently sucks for new, like showing new weapons to me. Really does. So I need to be able to see some weapons and grab them, because like for the most part, if you think about it, like I bought mine from an NPC, a white weapon at the start, and then like I used it until I was, you know, literally holding X to like disable my loot filter to see another weapon, right? And then like before jumping into monos, I was still using something terrible, and I ended up gambling for one. So I need to add some rules while leveling to see a little bit more, yeah. We can do cooldown recovery speed on the jump, on the teleport. That's decent. 10% more damage on my spirits, but they're moving slower. 20% increased damage in health. This is far too much damage back to back, I think. Give me a sec. Let me see if we can find something else. Glancing Blow. Let's try this one instead for now. Where is he going? That's so weird. It's an ambush. He is not taking any damage, guys. Not sure what to do. Quite fast as well. Even though there has been some good stuff. Oh, this is insane as well. More damage over time per overload. I'm gonna go ahead and take the Wreak Havoc simply because of like I've already clicked the Grimtide over here, so it's gonna like synergize with that guy. We have dropped the extra damage, so we can go over here instead and get that extra damage again. Yeah, it's been a good leveling journey with this character, but we didn't really get like an insane mono, by the way. Just so you know, like we could have gotten a mono where I can literally gain like 5 levels or something. With the right amount of like monsters, right type of monsters, etc. Yeah. Let's see what this is. Fire damage over time. The point that you're rushing to, guys, is this one. You need to put 6 points into Duskbringer immediately, okay? Because we're about to like hit level 15. I'll stop right there. But the biggest node is the Duskbringer. It's going to be giving you damage to your, like base damage to your curses. It's one of the better scalers, so. I do have a feeling this was certainly faster than 3 hours. But I don't really know how faster it was exactly. Maybe like by 30 minutes or something, I'm not sure. And that will be level 15. Thank you for watching, YouTube. Hopefully it was useful. I'm gonna catch you next time.